Today at the Bluebird Cafe by Deborah Ruddell, illustrated by Joan Rankin. We got this book on Amelia Island on our very first trip there. Today at the Bluebird Cafe. It's all you can eat at the Bluebird Cafe. A grasshopper katydid cricket buffet with berries and snails and a bluebottle fly, a sip of the lake, and a bite of the sky. They're all wearing cute little hats. So cute. The loons laugh. No tweedledee-dee on your windowsill, no sunshining tune from the top of a hill. No chirp, no coo, no warble or cheep, no bubbly twitter or sweet little peep. The kind of a laugh in the purple of night that makes you sit up and turn on a light. A wail, a chuckle, a shriek at the moon. You'll pull up your covers, you hope it's a loon. The cardinal. Stoplights and cherries and roses and berries. A ruby, a wagon, a flame from a dragon. Crimson, vermilion, a sunset Brazilian. The tip of his tail, the cap on his head. Valentine Santa Claus totally red. And you can see all the different things they talked about. The eagle. She rides the sky like she owns the sun, on a sea of air and light, surfing, skimming, rising high, then sweeping low and tight. She swoops to catch a perfect wave, her wings held straight and true. You lift your chin and hold your breath and wish you could do it too. The woodpecker. If you think that his life is a picnic, a seesawing day at the park, I ask you just once to consider the aftertaste of bark. Those are little ladybugs and ants having a little picnic. I would think about the headache. Pecking at that wood all the time, my head would hurt. Hummingbird search. We get hummingbirds here. Have any of you seen a hummingbird before? If you spy a greedy bird who's the size of your thumb, and he's covered all in sequins, and you hear him hum, and he helicopters down to the honeysuckle vine, and he takes a big swig from the columbine, and he flaps his teeny tiny wings like a maniac. Would you tell him that I miss him and to please come back? Good old Puffin. Oh, I liked Puffin. He always made me think that he was sitting on top of a pile of laundry. Good old Puffin holds her ground while bitter breezes swirl around her lonely frozen lookout place. It's sitting and sting her sober talky face. When midnight comes and starts to sleet and blocks of ice around her feet, besides her rest, her cocoa cup. Now grab it, Puffin, drink it up. Do you think that puffins really drink cocoa? Probably not. A vulture's guide to good manners. I never put my elbows on the table, and my face will never show it if my tummy feels unstable. I never tell a story when my beak is full of food, or eat a sprig of broccoli that hasn't been well chewed. I never leave the table until I've been excused. When someone breaks the gravy boat, I never act amused. I never spit my food out, I'm never ever late. But when I come to dinner, I always clean my plate. Grandma has a lot of those same rules. Hoo-poo voodoo. You people who play poo-poo, the hoo-poo, are taking a horrible chance. He's likely to soothe you with voodoo and stew you with quite a few ants. Oh no! Mr. Crow gets stressed. Mrs. Crow. She gives her satin coat a shake and buffs her leather nose. She tries to pull the wrinkles from her charcoal pantyhose. She finds her purse and fills it up with candy cane and straw. She bends her knees and pushes off with a gravel-throated caw. There's a robin in the bathroom. He sings in the shower and bathes in the sink. To help himself think, he lounges in Ugh, I messed this one up. He sings in the shower and bathes in the sink. He lounges in bubbles to help himself think. He leaves little footprints on top of my soap. I'd like to go in, but I'm giving up hope. See these little footprints on the soap? He uses my toothbrush to scour his wings. He sloshes and splashes on all of our things. He sprinkles himself in my mother's cologne. He asked me politely to leave him alone. It's pretty silly. The Blue Jay Blues. Blue as a bruise on a swollen knee, ruling the world from a maple tree. Do you have any maple trees in your yard? Squawking out orders, getting his way, hogging the feeder and having his say. Raising a fuss and causing a flap. A flying complainer in need of a nap. Apparently I need a nap too. And this is the last one. Mockingbird warning. You never mock a mockingbird. You're crazy if you do. For no one mocks the mockingbird. If someone's mocked, it's you. Well, I hope that you guys are enjoying these stories. I know they're not really Christmassy, but that's kind of what I wanted to do this year. I love you all, and I hope that you have a good day, or good night, or good afternoon, and I hope to see or hear from you soon.